Do I have rust on my Royal Enfield 650? Stick around, we're going to find out. What's up everyone? It's Alex. We're answering viewer questions again, and lately we've had several reports of people having rust on their Royal Enfield 650s after having owned them for 6 months, a year, whatever, stuff like that. So recently Eric asked me to do a report on whether or not I have rust on my Royal Enfield. So Eric, here we go. Do I have rust on my Royal Enfield 650, the Conti GT? And the short answer is, as of right now, I do not. But I figured I would also take you guys on a quick walk around of it with me so I can show you that I don't. And I also want to show you the little trouble areas I usually look for on motorcycles that will show rust the first in my experience, okay? So let's do that real quick. Okay, so if I'm gonna look a motorcycle over for rust spots, here's the things that I usually look at real quick first, okay? Number one, I'm gonna go around and I'm going to take a look at my chain, and I'm going to see how that's looking. I mean, a well-maintained chain that has been lubed and everything like that is not going to show rust, but if you see signs of rust on your chain, that's your first telltale sign. Next, any of your unpainted surfaces, like bolt heads and things like that, you're not going to show rust usually on painted surfaces like frame members and stuff, but if you're going to show rust early, it's going to be on unpainted stuff, like any of the bolt heads, any of the nuts, any of that kind of stuff. Those things will show rust early. Your exhaust pipes, if you're going to have rust, you'll start getting it around the inside unpainted rims of exhaust pipes where they use cheaper metals and stuff. That's what you're looking for with rust. You're looking for cheaper metals and unpainted surfaces. You know, anything like screws, any of these bolt heads. If we go around, any of the like Allen bolt type head things, anything like that will show it kind of early. Start getting in kind of close, in behind stuff. Start finding all the little cheaper metal parts. The cheaper metal parts are going to rust out first. No rust on any of that. Your exhaust shields. A lot of times, if you get cheaper exhaust shields, you'll start getting rust around the welds of them. Get in behind stuff. Any of these kind of Allen bolts that you see, those will start to rust around the edges kind of quickly. These little guys right here. These little Allen head fasteners that they use for a lot of different stuff, those will show rust kind of early. Get back in behind, no rust on any of that. Start looking around. You know, I don't know where people are finding rust, but as we go around, I mean, I spend a lot of time with this thing. Start getting up in here, you'll usually start seeing rust on any of these little guys, if you're gonna find it. Even like the big frame bolts, because they're not painted. These little guys, stuff like that. Come on around. You know, I don't usually see it. You'll see it some on like your brake discs if they haven't been used in a while, but usually if your bike's being ridden and you're actually using it, this is gonna stay rubbed and nice and clean, so you're not gonna usually see it around that. Again, stuff like these little guys. But just getting in close, like if we start looking around here, all your little telltale areas, I don't have any rust yet. Now keep in mind, this thing stays, when I'm not riding it, this thing stays in my garage, and I don't have the cleanest garage ever, but all your little telltale areas where you will usually start getting rust, like we can get down up under here, whatever you guys want to do. I mean, there's just there isn't any. I mean, before I shot this video, just out of curiosity, I did another really quick walk around and looked at everything. I just wanted to show you guys on camera too, but so far, now it stays in my garage here when I'm not riding it. But, I mean, so far, I have not had rust issues on my GT 650, but I would love to hear from the rest of you. Do the rest of you see problems with them? Those of you that have GT 650s. I have seen several of the older 500s that I've seen with a lot of little telltale rust starting in places, but on my 650 and on the 650s that I know of, for people that have had them for a little while, I have not seen issues with it. I know Eric mentioned Missenden Flyers having rust issues. I'm going to go check out his and see where he's got it starting, but I so far have not been having rust issues after having it for almost a year. So that's it guys, that's my rust report after owning it for almost a year. I'm not having rust issues, but as always, I would love to hear from the rest of you. So other 650 owners, put in the comments below, are you seeing rust, are you not seeing rust? Let everybody know, alright? I'm Alex, peace.